action. It's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never questioning his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Herbert operating from the red zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense. Rodgers throwing to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this good.
Touchdown, Chargers! Second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Rodgers again now. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 108 for the yardage, and the score, too.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a 1st down.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal. And, gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. On his way to a monster monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance.